Are you frustrated watching big brands dominate the spotlight on Google Maps? What if I told you their massive budgets and fancy resources aren't enough to stop you from beating them? In fact, you already have a secret weapon they can't compete with, and you might not even realize it yet. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to flip the script and outshine those big competitors on Google Maps, even if you're working with a fraction of their budget. So keep your eyes peeled. First, we'll dive into the 3 core principles Google uses to decide which businesses should rank at the top of Google Maps, straight from Google itself. Then I'll show you how to use these principles to your advantage. And finally, I'll reveal that unbeatable secret weapon so you can outrank the big players and claim the top spot for yourself. Google's actually pretty upfront about how it decides which businesses rank on Google Maps. They lay it all out for us and even give tips on how to boost your rankings. It all comes down to 3 main things: relevance, distance, and prominence. Let me break these down for you, starting with relevance. Relevance is basically how well your business matches what someone is searching for. Google looks at the information in your Google business profile, like your categories, your services, your photos, your posts, your reviews, and every piece of information you have on your profile to figure out if you're a good fit for the search. Let's have a look at a couple of examples to see how this translates in the real world. Imagine someone in Austin searching for emergency locksmith near me at 9 p.m. Google needs to determine which business profiles match the query. Jimmy owns Jimmy's Locksmith Services, and his Google business profile is optimized as follows. His primary category is set as locksmith, but he's also added emergency locksmith service as a secondary category. He's added detailed services to his listing, like 24-hour emergency service and 24/7 emergency door opening. He has marked his business as open 24 hours. There are pictures of his van with emergency locksmith services written on the side and a snapshot of him fixing a lock. His profile features a post about what to do during a late night lock and key emergency from last week. His reviews often mention emergency services with specific phrases like came out at 10 p.m. and fixed my lock late at night. When Google evaluates Jimmy's profile, it sees a strong match for emergency locksmith near me. The detailed information signals that his business is very relevant to the user's search. Let's now look at another locksmith business, Joe's Locksmith Solutions. His primary category is locksmith, but there aren't any secondary categories listed. He doesn't specify 24/7 availability or emergency locksmith in his service list. His business hours show closed after 6 p.m. There are no photos indicating emergency services. There are no posts on his profile. His reviews talk about routine lock installation and door entry system, but don't mention emergencies. Google sees that Joe's Locksmith Solutions is not as relevant for this specific search, so Jimmy's Locksmith business is far more relevant. So how can you win against big brands when it comes to relevance? To win against big brands, make sure your profile contains comprehensive, accurate, and targeted information. Nailing these details can help you show up for searches the big brands miss. Let's move on to the second ranking principle Google takes into consideration: distance. This one's pretty simple. Distance is all about how close your business is to the person searching. If someone types coffee shop near me, Google's going to show places nearby first. The closer you are to the searcher, the more likely Google is to show your business. Big brand or not, there's not much you can do to control this factor since your location is fixed. The only exception is if you're stuck in a tough spot, like if you're an independent coffee shop surrounded by giants like Costa Coffee, Starbucks, and Dunkin' Donuts. In that case, you might want to think about relocating to an area where you can stand out more. But if moving isn't an option, don't worry. You can still compete by focusing on the last ranking factor Google uses. Stick around because this is where the real magic happens: prominence. Prominence is all about how popular or well-known your business is, both offline and online. Big names like McDonald's, Walmart, Home Depot, or Wendy's usually pop up at the top of local searches because they're super recognizable. For a small business, that might seem like a disadvantage. But here is the good news. This is where your secret weapon comes into play. Google doesn't just care about how famous a business is in real life. It also pays a lot of attention to what's happening online. Are people talking about your business in articles or linking to your website? Are you listed in online directories? And what about reviews? Are you collecting reviews from multiple platforms, not just Google? Lots of good reviews and high ratings show Google that people love and trust your business not only on Google, but everywhere else, which can give you a ranking boost. Now, here's the best part. As a small business, you got something big brands often can't compete with: your connection to the local community. Big chains have strict rules and make decisions at a corporate level, which means they're slow to adapt to what's happening locally. You, on the other hand, can respond quickly, get involved in the community on the ground level, and build relationships in ways they can't. Here is how to make that work to your advantage. Let's imagine you run a coffee shop. Ask for detailed reviews. Encourage your regular customers to mention specific things they love about your business, whether it's your cozy atmosphere, unique products, or awesome customer service. Those little details can help you stand out in search results. Respond to reviews like you mean it. Don't just say, "Thanks for the review." Make it personal. Thank customers by name or mention what they bought. Anyone reading that will see how much you care, and that can give you an edge over a generic chain store. Ask for video reviews. If possible, encourage customers to leave video reviews. Video content is highly engaging, and embedding these on your website or sharing them on social platforms can build trust and authenticity. Get involved in the community. Share local events you're hosting or participating in. Promote seasonal specials. Highlight your community involvement and show it all off with pictures, videos, both on your Google Business profile and your website. Post photos and videos regularly. Show off what makes your business special. Share pictures of your space, staff, and products. Short videos like making a latte or showcasing a new product grab attention and make your business more relatable. Highlight local partnerships. If you use local suppliers, talk about it. For example, if your coffee beans come from a nearby roaster, mention it on your website. Better yet, ask them to link back to your site. It helps both of you. Connect with local media. Find local journalists or bloggers who cover small businesses or community events. Follow them on social media, engage with their posts, and pitch them your story. A local feature can do wonders for your exposure. Encourage local backlinks. Partner with other local businesses, non-profits, or schools. For example, sponsor an event, collaborate on a promotion, or participate in a charity drive. These partnerships often lead to mentions and links from their website, boosting your online prominence. Create hyperlocal content on your website. Write blogs or create videos about your area. For example, why our coffee is the perfect start to your morning in Carmel. Google loves content that's locally relevant and helpful, and it gives you a chance to rank for broader local searches. Showcase your personality. People love doing business with people, not faceless brands. Use your social channels to show off your business's personality. Share fun moments. Highlight your team or even post about the quirky side of running a small business. Encourage check-ins. Ask customers to check in at your business when they visit. Facebook and Instagram make this super easy, and it helps get your name in front of their followers. Big brands just can't compete with a personal touch and local knowledge you bring to the table. By focusing on these things, you'll not only show Google that your business is relevant, but you'll also make yourself a favorite in the community, and that's going to make you a winner. Now that you know how to build prominence and stand out locally against big brands, here's the exciting part. In the next video, I'll show you how to take all this to the next level with tons of tips that will help transform your Google Business profile forever. These tips could give you the edge you've been looking for. So don't miss it.